Hey guys, it's me, Vans. Some of you know me as the guy that likes to throw DVD games for saves. Others of you know me as the guy that won't shut the fuck up about Aliens and Predator. Well, I've been thinking about making this video for a little while, and I finally decided to sit down and go ahead and do it. So I've been getting a lot of DMs and comments on my videos that I post on YouTube and TikTok asking, hey, what's that perk that you use a lot to save people by dropping on the killer's head? Well, I thought it would be fun to sit down and make a video all about it. The perk that I'm talking about, of course, is called Last Stand, and it's one of my favorite perks in the entire game. Today, I will be teaching you all about it, starting with how to get it, how to activate it, its uses and chase, and how to use the perk to save your teammates. So this is going to be a bit of a longer video than what I usually make, and if you guys like that, let me know in the comments, and I'll continue to make these kinds of videos. Alright, let's start with the basics. Last Stand is a teachable perk from Michonne Grimes from the Walking Dead chapter. Unfortunately, that means you have to purchase the chapter or the character in order to use the perk, but it is well worth it for Michonne's perks. Rick's though, not so much. After being in the killer's terror radius for a total of 120 seconds or 2 minutes, the perk activates, changing your fast fall animations on both pallets and windows. The Last Stand vault slightly resembles the animation change of the perk Finesse, but it does not increase your vault speed by itself. This is important to remember if you are being chased while the perk is active, because while it may look like you will vault to the other side in time, oftentimes you will not and you'll wind up taking a hit or a down. So you want to be careful when vaulting and make sure you time it so that you will land on the other side and have time to move on before the killer can hit you. Now that said, you can combine Last Stand with Finesse to give yourself that 20% vault speed bonus, but it only works one time every 40 seconds, so you won't be able to use it over and over and over again. You can also combine it with perks like Resilience to get a speed boost while you're injured of about 9%, or you can combine it with Lithe so that you can chain tiles together easier in chase. Last Stand's true value though comes from stunning the killer. If you fast vault into the killer while Last Stand is active, you will stun them for 3 seconds. You can use that to get away from an unsafe loop, prevent the killer from getting a hit on one of your teammates, or my personal favorite use, to save someone who is being carried by the killer from getting hooked. But once you use the perk in that way, it will deactivate for the rest of the trial, so you make sure you use it wisely. Alright, let's talk about the most important part of the video. What is the timing for saving with the perk, and what are the different types of saves you can pull off? Last Stand will trigger a stun if you vault a pallet or a window within 2.5 meters of the killer. You don't have to be within their line of sight specifically, just as long as you are within range. And yes, this will trigger through walls and other windows.
What? Through the wall?
There are 4 saves with the perk that I would like to show you. The first ones are pretty easy, and we'll end with the ones that are a bit more difficult to do. Let's start with the standard window and pallet vault. The timing for these is very easy. Just make sure that when you are vaulting, the survivor has reached the killer's shoulder on the pickup animation. You can be a bit late on this, but if you are too early, then Last Stand will not activate and the survivor will get likely hooked. Next, let's look at some mid-level vaults. Some good examples of these types of saves are the windows on Leary's, Toba Landing, and the step ladders and catwalks on Hawkins. With these types of saves, you want to do your vaulting a little bit earlier. Usually I say when the survivor that's being picked up has reached the killer's hip line is when you will want to jump. As before, there is some wiggle room, but there is a bit less in these saves. You will also want to check your and your killer's ping by pressing the tab button on your keyboard or the secondary pause button if you're a controller gamer. Make sure you time your jumps with these things in mind. The other high-level vaults that are even more difficult are the windows on Garden of Joy, the windows on Midwich, or the windows on Thompson House. With these jumps, you want to vault shortly after the pickup animation begins. These ones are the easiest to miss, and they do take some practice, but once you get them, they are some of the best saves that you can get. The last type of save I'd like to show off is the hardest one of all, and it's the one I'm still working on myself. It is the Chem trap save, and instead of explaining this one, I'll just show it to you real quick. And that's it. Now you know everything that you need to know about Last Stand, and you should have all the tools that you need to start clipping saves of your own. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was informative and entertaining. If you did enjoy it, it would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribed. I post content pretty regularly, and I love to answer questions and hear about how you guys are doing in the fog. And if you want me to make more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. If there's anything that I missed, or if you have any other questions, I would be glad to answer them. And I'll do more perk breakdowns in the future on either Killer or Survivor. Again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video.